Hey guys, welcome to today's video. What we're going to be going over today is ear protection. Hey guys, so for today's video we're going to be going over hearing protection and the pros and cons of each of these guys here. So for the earmuffs, we have three of some of the most popular headphones that you see while at the range. We have the Howard Lights, we have the Walkers, and we have the Peltor 100 Tactical Sports. All three of these earmuffs have an NRR rating, which stands for noise reduction rating of 22. And for the in-ear hearing protection, we have two different models here on the table that we're showing. We have the Surefires, and then we have some regular foam earplugs. So we're going to go over the pros and cons of each of this and the way that I run it. So to begin with, let's weigh the earmuffs. So we're going to start with the Howard Lights. So these guys are 11.3 ounces. The Peltors, 9.8 ounces. And then the Walkers are 11.9 ounces. So that is something that I did notice while wearing these, is that for comfort, the Peltor 100s are probably the most comfortable, and then I'd say the Walkers and the Howard Lights are tied. When it comes to the in-ear headphones, the foams literally weigh 0 ounces, and then the Surefires, they weigh 0.1 ounces. So the NRR ratings of the foam earplugs here, these are from MPOW. These are 33 NRR. That's the highest rating for foams that I've found, and I'll put a link in the description. And then for Surefire, the NRR rating is 24. So the Surefire is really cool because they do not really lessen the sound of normal talking and things like that, but with gunshots and stuff like that, it blocks a lot of the sound. So what we're going to go over is the speakers for the earmuffs. So the Howard Lights are very, very loud. If you wear these without doubling up on your hearing protection, it really feels like you have like a superpower. Like you could hear people whispering from across the room with this thing. It's really cool. The Peltors, when you turn the electronics on, it literally just magnifies it and amplifies it, just making it sound like you're not wearing these earmuffs. So it just feels like whatever hearing protection you have underneath, but it doesn't sound like you're wearing earmuffs. And then the Walkers, these are pretty loud too. They're not as loud as the Howard Lights, but the one thing I don't like about the Walkers is that I can't really tell direction with these. I can't really tell if something's in front of me or behind me. I think the Howard Lights are best with that. So for speakers, I would rate the Howard Lights definitely the loudest and the best for knowing what's going on around you. So for having the ultimate hearing protection at the range, having the most hearing protection, what I recommend is going with the foams that are 33 NRR and then adding on the Howard Lights, because when you have these on, they really mute the sound a lot, but combined with how loud the speakers are with this thing, it really makes up for it. So the way it works when combining over-ear protection and regular in-ear protection is that whatever the highest NRR is between the two, you add 5 to that. So if these are 33 and these are 22, you don't add both of those numbers together, you just add 5 to the 33. So I really like how lightweight these Peltors are, so I find myself wearing these a lot at the range, but because the amplification is not very loud, I combine it with the Surefires because, like I mentioned before, with normal sounds, it doesn't really lessen it as much as the foams. So this combination with the Surefires is a really good combo. That's my favorite. The Walkers are good. Currently on Amazon, they're about $45, so it's the most least expensive option that we have here today. The Howard Lights are $49, and then the Peltors are about $51. And then if you're combining the Peltors, or any of these, because all three of these earmuffs are 22 NRR, if you combine them with the Surefire has an NRR rating of 24, so that would be an NRR rating of 29. And then the Walkers, I'd probably say, are my least favorite of the three options. One other cool feature with the Peltors is that they actually have an indoor range setting. So basically what happens is when it mutes the shot, it mutes about 1 or 2 seconds after, so that it doesn't amplify the echo from the shot from being indoors. So that's really cool. And then when it comes to the cups, My favorite cups are on the Peltor 100s too. It's definitely the softest. You can kind of see how squishy this material is here. It's very comfortable for being at the range all day. The Howard Lights, you see it's a little bit firmer. And then the Walkers are similar to the Howard Lights. It honestly feels like the same material. When shooting rifle, something that's important is the actual thickness of the headphones for getting a good cheek weld. As you can see, the Howard Lights and the Walkers are pretty similar when it comes to narrowness. I'd say that the Howard Lights are definitely the most narrow. The Peltors are a little bit thicker, as you can see, but the thing that I like about the Peltors is that they have smaller cups, so the stock is like down here. So like these never touch the stock. But with these longer ones, the stock sometimes can like be almost right up against it because the actual cup here is longer. So something my friends and I would do while at the range is just use wired headphones that have the microphone that actually goes down on the wire, so it's outside of the headphones. And then we'd call each other at the range sometimes if the days were super, super loud, and we literally would just have a phone call with each other so that we could clearly hear each other on the earbuds at the range. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe.